I've said it before and I'll say it again. Every piece of art has its rightful owner, and your piece may not sell until the rightful owner comes along and claims it. Take this piece, for example. All this was a sketch in my sketchbook. It was a challenge from Gary Reeves' Love and Mixed Media, and we had to paint what made us crazy. We had to paint crazy. So this was mine. And a few weeks ago, an old dear friend of mine came over and he flipped through my sketchbook, and this was a painting that he loved and he wanted so badly. Well, I couldn't believe it. But I took the time to have it framed, and I'm going to give it to him for Christmas. Now, as we all know, framing is very expensive. So I went to the thrift store and bought a frame and did it over myself. And here's the process. So I simply removed the painting that was in there, not a bad painting, and the mat because it was too thin, and I had one made and it cost about $27. So mats are very expensive. And then I just took everything apart, and be very careful with the glass. This glass was so sharp I cut my finger on it, so you have to be careful with the glass and the little pointy things that hold the painting and the glass in at the end. So then I just, with a soft cloth, just went ahead and dusted it a little bit, and I'm going to paint it black, so I didn't do any sanding because I figured, you know, I was painting it the same color, and I just wanted to take care of the little nicks and scratches. So I just wanted to paint another frame while I had the paint and everything all set up too. So now I'm deciding where the painting itself needs to go in conjunction to the mat. And once I figured that out, then I just simply took duct tape, or not duct tape, I'm sorry, masking tape, and taped the painting to the mat. And it's kind of difficult when you have paper, especially when there's paint on it, because the paper warps a little bit, so it's not going to be perfect. But I think it'll be good enough. And then after I replaced the little diamond-shaped metal pieces that were very sharp to hold the painting and the cardboard behind it in, I covered it up with masking tape again, and I put 3 layers of masking tape on just to be sure that it got, you know, that it would hold right. And be careful of those little sharp doohickeys, because those things hurt too. And then I flipped the frame upside down, and I pre-drilled holes for the screws that hold the wire, because I wanted it to be strong, and I thought the holes that were already there were probably a little bit worn out. And I don't want this painting to fall because it's humongous and it's very heavy. And then you just attach your wire to the screw, the screw eyelets, and you just wrap it around until it's very tight, and you know it's going to hold nicely. Well, I'm really happy with the finished product. And the last time I had something professionally framed, it cost about $175 for a 20 by 10 frame job. And on this great big huge frame, it cost me a total of about $40. So I think if I was to have this framed today, I don't even want to know how much it would cost, probably $400 or $500. So I love to recycle, so I'm going to continue getting frames from the thrift shop and doing it this way. You should too.